Now to the critical primary elections in California we've been covering all week long. Ballots still being counted with Spencer Pratt's political future hanging in the balance. Steve Kornacki has been at the big board since Tuesday night. He's still watching the votes coming in. Steve, let's talk about that mayoral race. NBC News has already projected Karen Bass will move forward. We were just talking during that last story. You have a bit of an update here, and this next batch of votes we're getting critically important in this race.
Yeah, I mean, look, you see some gap here. Remember, top two advancing to the general election. Bass is through. You see a gap between Pratt and Rahman, but the thing to keep in mind is what they're counting up now in L.A. and in California is the late arriving vote by mail, the stuff that arrived on election day and later. It can come in for up to a week after. And that vote, at least initially, what's been counted of it, has been a lot more friendly and to Rahman and less friendly to Pratt than what you see here. And so it raises the possibility, and this is going to come into focus in a big way maybe in the next hour when we expect our next update from L.A. Does that next update bring Rahman closer to Pratt, bring Pratt further down? Does it show continued momentum for Rahman? Because if those late arriving vote by mails do continue to break more for her than for Pratt, as you can see, there is still a lot of vote left here in this race. Not out of the question that Rahman could end up catching Pratt for second place. He's got a pad on her. We're going to get some clarity when we get this next vote update. Folks in L.A. are telling us sometime this hour they're going to give their next update. Get some clarity there on whether that pad is going to be safe for him.
As we break out the Kornacki calculator, right, we know the spread is about 35,000 votes, if you will, right now. You got 62% of the vote in. Do some of the math for me. How many more votes are we waiting for out there? Do we know tens of thousands, 100,000?
Yeah, no, this could be 250,000 votes, 200,000 votes, and part of it is you don't know because the votes are still coming in. Up until a week after the polls close, if the ballot was postmarked, they still count it. So, look, if it was 200,000 votes and Rahman is leading by 15 points over Pratt, say, just as a sake of argument there, that she'd make up 30,000, doing it with that. So, what's been counted so far in that late arriving mail, she's been more than 10 points ahead of Pratt in that. If that continues with that many votes left, this could get tight.
We'd rather be right and be second than be wrong and be first, obviously. When do we think we'll call this one? Do we have any idea?
Well, what we know is what they're telling us in L.A. County, and this applies to the city, too, is an update this hour, this hour right now, sometime. It could change while you're looking at it right here. And then there's going to be nightly updates. This time, the 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific hour, every day, and they've got this out now for 2-3 weeks. They're planning to do these. So there'll be a fair amount of vote coming in tonight in the next few days, but it will still continue to come. So if this gets real close, I wouldn't expect it for days.
Again, remind our viewers, this is L.A., the second largest city in the country. It's been around for a while. Why is it taking so long?
Yeah, it is. It's the late arriving vote by mail. California made that decision a while ago to go, first of all, to like a heavy vote by mail system for their state. Like 85% of all the votes now in California are cast by mail, but not many, go to the polls and vote in person anymore. But there's also that critical rule that the votes can continue to come in. The ballots can continue to come in if they're postmarked well after Election Day. And so there ends up at these polling places that they just, at these election offices, I should say, they just have big piles of vote by mail ballots that come in. And when those ballots come in, every single one of them, you got to take it out. You got to go verify the signatures, check to make sure it's a valid ballot. You got to go through a pretty lengthy processing procedure here. It's not like when somebody goes out in person to vote, they check off the name in the box and it gets tabulated by a computer. It's a much more lengthy process for mail. When you've got that many vote by mail ballots, it's just going to clog things up and slow it down.
Easier to do because you can do it from your couch, but then you got to be patient, right? What can you tell us about the governor's race?
Yeah, so it's really a similar story there. Actually, we just got, Tom, we just
got an update there.
Okay, now remember, we had
62
about
before, yeah.
Right, so we did, as you can see, that it's a chunk. There's still a lot more to come, and you can see that Pratt margin now sits at 33,000.
Yeah, it came down. Yeah, it's shrinking.
See, right. It did come down. Right now, that's a 6-point gap between them. And again, you still have a ton of vote to come there. So, again, you just saw it. We went from 62 to 66. This came down to 6 points, came down to 33,000. And there's going to be a lot more updates like that. That continues that trend there of Rahman getting closer, which, suggests as these continue to come in, it suggests this is going to continue to tighten, and this could get close.
Steve, we're going to keep going. My producers are going to hate me because we're going so long in this, but I'm fascinated by this. I want to keep going on this. Explain to me why, with Spencer Pratt, it seemed to be like he was surging late in this race. His sort of AI ads, his social media campaigns were taking off. Why would those votes, we don't know what they're going to be, but why would the mail-in votes, the later votes, break for Rahman, possibly?
Because that is the pattern in California with this system. I mean, we've seen this now probably for about a decade out there. It's those votes that get tabulated after Election Day. They tend to be, almost always are, heavily Democratic. We've seen this in congressional races in California now over the last decade or so, where on election night we've had cases, a number of them, where the Republican candidate is ahead at the end of election night, and then it's a process over days, sometimes even weeks, in these key congressional races where just with every one of the updates, like you just saw right here in L.A., the Democrats get closer and closer and closer and end up pulling ahead. It's that the Democratic vote, for whatever reason, tends to use the mail a lot more than the Republican voters do, and they tend to send them in much later than the Republican votes do. We've seen this for a long time in California, and it appears we're seeing it again here in this mayor's race.
So we got more vote in. We were about to talk about the governor's race. Can you update us there?
Yeah, take a look. So this is going to be new to me, too, when I take a look here. And you could see here...
he's catching up again, right?
Yeah, I'll show you this. Again, a ton to come in the governor's race. I think the basic dynamic is this. So, L.A. County is a big, as you can see, blue. Javier Becerra, this is where he's from. It's an overwhelmingly Democratic county. It's also the biggest vote-producing county in the state. What we're seeing in the governor's race, this is a similar story to what I just said in the mayor's race. You see the Republican here, and remember, top two advance here to the general election. So you see the Republican Steve Hilton in first place. You see two Democrats, Becerra and Steyer, second and third. But again, we're talking about late arriving vote by mail. Heavily pro-Democratic vote is what we've been getting here. And what that means is Becerra has been inching up with each one of these updates. Hilton has been inching down. And I think there's a strong possibility, just based on this trend, that what ends up happening here is Becerra, as more and more of that late vote by mail comes in, moves into first. Hilton falls behind Becerra. And I think the real question is becoming Hilton and Steyer. You see Steyer sitting in third place. It's pretty distant here, Steyer to Hilton. That's a pretty big gap there. But these late arriving ballots are so heavily Democratic that, again, it's sort of like I was saying there with Pratt and Rahman in the L.A. mayor's race. I think ultimately the question is going to be, are they so Democratic that not just Becerra leapfrogs Hilton, but Steyer does too? So I think that's honestly the big suspense here in this governor's race here. Hilton and Steyer, who's going to land in second place?
And I mean, we'll see where it goes. It's still early. We can't talk about this yet, but the headline might be sort of a red mirage in California if the trends that we're seeing hold up.
Yeah, and Tom, I guess this has been like a source of nightmares for Republicans in California because, like I said, this has happened to them in a number of key congressional races. Statewide, we always think California, it's a Democratic state. We don't talk too much about like the presidential election there, Senate races there, but there are competitive House races in California. And this has just been a thing that we've seen a number of times now over the last decade or so, where that late arriving, it's just like a slow bleed for Republicans. It plays out over days. It plays out over weeks sometimes. The closest congressional race in California back in 2024, where at the end the Republican was overtaken and lost, was a month after the election. That race was called on December 8th, 2024, the last race in the country called, and it was this exact dynamic that we're talking about right here.
Steve Kornacki, so great to have you on nights like this. We appreciate it. We will stay watching this. We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.